Welcome back to JohnG TV. This is the episode you all been waiting for. The Arturia DrumBrute. Yes, such an elegant piece we have here. It has wood grain, folk at it may be, but it doesn't matter. It's the thought that matters. Such an elegant, sexy piece. We have here Arturia DrumBrute, a analog drum synthesizer. Yeah, a analog drum synthesizer. Arturia, your experience, your sound. What can I say about this magnificent piece? I don't know where to start. Let's just say this. It is worth the money. We're going to just cut it out. It's worth the money. From top to bottom, this is the most complete drum machine, all analog, you can buy at this price point. There is nothing touching this. Now, one could argue that Roland's TR8, you can try and make an argument for that, but as soon as I mention these outs, nip that in the bud. This piece right here is dope. It is something that I think that is, without a doubt, you should have this in your war chest. You can sample this, but this ain't, to me, this is a device. You must have the device. You must have this instrument, not necessarily just the sounds, because it's the functionality. You have the beat step style step repeater, which is great for performing, also the randomness. And just from top to bottom, the sounds just go good together. Like on on Decay, you got, the kick just don't go with, well, the Rhythm Wolf, the kick just don't go. The Tomcat, the kick is better, and it's a more better machine, but in terms of the cohesiveness of each sound comparing to the other, when you look at the Korg's vocal beat, that kick is like by itself, if you ask me. That kick is dope, and then everything else is kind of like, the snare is just totally non-factor, and all the other sounds like on the same level, but the kick is like by itself. Like it's pretty powerful, and everything else is like but it's the functionality of the stutter and everything on the beats is what makes it kind of worth it, and it does make some cool sounds. It's kind of clingy or whatever. As far as the Arturia, as far as Decay stuff, I like the snares and the hi-hats in there. So as I said before, but from top to bottom, man, these sounds, you have maracas and toms. We have cymbal. We got the reverse. So y'all know about what it is. Y'all done seen, this ain't what we here for. If you new to the channel, let me say this. To all the new people who may have just tripped and stumbled upon this is your first time here, I welcome you. We welcome you to JohnG TV. This is not for your cell phones. This is not for your laptops. This is not for your tablets. You're going to have to put your headphones on, your hi-fi DAC, because this here is like that. Now, first thing I'm going to do is get into these kicks. We're going to break these kicks down. Let me go ahead and stop this and bring the audio back in. This is kick number one. Now, right now how I got it set is the levels all the way up. So the volume is all the way up. I got the impact all the way down, and the sweep all the way down. The decay is fully open. So the sound of it I like. The decay, I just felt like I just felt cheated in a sense. Like, come on, man. But we know, see, here's the thing about what Arturia has done. They gave you outs. So the minute you try to go to, well, I don't like, shut up. They go out and deal with that crap. It says right here, your experience, your sound. They left all the power in your hands. So I don't want to hear no complaints. This is what this is basically saying. Shut up and think and make your sound. This is your experience, your sound. So if you're having a bad experience, don't look at this. Grab the mirror and you look in the mirror. Oh, that is me. I ain't worth a damn. It ain't this. It's you. So if the moment you say I don't like something, fix it, solve it, make it what you want to make it. But for me, out of the box, which is why I preference out of the box, the Decay on here is just like they ain't showing no love. Like, why you ain't let that thing carry out? Like, so I was a little let down by that. Okay, whatever. That's just one kick. Let's roll through these pitches. You can hear the decay seems longer as you go higher. So this is the kick one and all the tones you can make in terms of pitch with the decay fully open. Not a bad kick at all. I mean, that's a good sound. I just want more. Like, more. That's all. And you know I don't like that zap, right? But they figured out a way to like have the least amount of zap. So it's like, honestly, I like all of these kick sounds out of the box. Like, I can work with that. It ain't as zappy, but you know, I find that workable. I can work with all of these. I can work with all of them. So Decay, sounds right here, all of these. Now the Decay, the pitch is all the way open. I'm playing with the Decay now. Up in there, you can see right there where I got the lever at. That range right there. That's whatever. And then the sweep. Now this adds to what I don't like. I don't like that at all. So they found a way to separate that because everybody else has it tied in there. So the sweep, like I can work with that. But this right here, for me that's a crappy kick for me. That right there I can vibe with. The impact just makes it like, it almost sounds like something's wrong. So I don't like that right there. It sounds like something's wrong. So like I want to take that click out. Bam. So the impact really doesn't have much impact. It says impact, but it don't seem to have much of it. But anyways, now see, the moment you hook this up to and however you affect it, that may change the parameters of everything. Because now when you turn that knob slightly, whatever, depending on how you got it outsourced, will then affect that sound. Man, they told you. They basically said, shut up. That's what they saying. Arturia is saying, shut up. I don't want to hear. Stop crying. Your experience, your sound. They put it right there in fine print for you. Because they knew somebody was going to be like, man, it don't. Read right there, sir. What they say? It says my experience, my sound. Oh, okay. But my windows ain't rattling. So you see how I'm just, them shit's just turned up. But that's just kick one, which is what they say is more the 909 kick. Alright, so let's move over to the 808. Now you know the 808. level is all the way up. The decay is all the way open. How I like the sound, that's not decay. I'm sorry. That's not decay. Now I like the fact that when I turn it all the way down, I like that kick. That's a dope kick right there. And the decay just adds a little bottom to it. A little boom. Not even boom, it's like boom. Hear that? It's not even a boom. It's just a boom. Okay, right there. I got a little router on my windows. Yeah, a little router right there. But again, I'm just got on them. The kick is not a boom. It's really the decay is what made me just go like I felt like they kind of dropped the ball there again out of the box. So you can't complain because all you got to do is fix that, make it how you want to make it. But the sound, come on, man, you hear it like that's hey, you hear it. I love how they did this snare. This snare is dope. It's like, I pretty much like every 808 kick sound you can make out of the box. Practically 90% of all of the 909 kicks you can make I like. So kick 1 and kick 2, check, thumbs up, both of them good. Let's move on to the snare. The level is all the way up. That snap brings in that noise, that white noise. And then we have the snap decay. Again, the decay on the snare. I mean, you think about Akai's snare and how they did decay. So they designed their snare really snappy, basically. You go to different tones. I mean, I really feel like they really gave you on one snare. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tweaking parameters. Now that's not. I think that's the most snare tweaking parameters I've had on a drum machine. So when you go to send this out externally, you got 5. I mean, the volume, whatever, but you got 4 other means of getting that sound just how you like it. I'm not a big fan of that right there, but it's a sound I can work with. That's the snap level all the way down, and the snap tone all the way down. Whatever. I gotta bring in that decay. Yeah, there we go. So to get more of that poppy sound now, you turn the drum tone all the way down. You can still hear that undertone pop that's in the snare. So that's the snare. I don't think it's as good as, oh, dare I say, boy, y'all gonna set a fire, boy. You're gonna be like Clayton Bigsby. Let me see your face. If I dare say that the Akai's Rhythm Wolf or the Tomcat snare is better than Arturia's DrumBrute snare, it's gonna set the internet on fire. Show me your face. clap, they only give you 2 levels, decay and tone. I like the clap. Not them claps, no. This is dope. I like that. I can get with that. This is nice little, I like to call them as niblets. You know, you got the clav and then the rim. And then you just dial in the tone you need, which is all you need for those 2 sounds. Here we got the closed hat. Now they gave the hi-hats love on Decay. They gave the hi-hats love. Close hat. Close hat. Open hat. If they're both set exactly the same, listen to that. That's the same sound, Arturia. I don't know about that one. The circuitry should be a tad bit different. Okay, the open hat. I was about to say the open hat has a slightly, I mean, it's minuscule, longer decay, but that's about it. I'm sure y'all discovered this by now, all the DrumBrute owners, that this is basically the same sound. So yeah, I'm not certain how I feel about that, but I don't. Seems like something's not quite right with that. But okay, I'm not gonna come back to it. That is what it is. But yeah, I don't know that. You figure out how to play it, but it just seems like, of course you can set one way and one the other way. You got to have an open and a close, and this way they will sound, because you typically want your hi-hat to sound like your. I guess it makes sense. I mean, in every kit that you ever use, when you have a kit, the snare and the hi-hat definitely sound the same, and basically one just has that, it just a cutoff, it just stops it. I guess that makes sense, actually. So you can detune them, or you can kind of play them just to choke them, I guess. Have one set as decay and one, but I guess really they're just hats. Either one is closed, one is open. I think that's where they kind of, that's misleading. They should just say hat 1 and hat 2 or something, because closed and open, you would think that it's going to make a different characteristic, and it doesn't. So I feel like they kind of misled us with closed and open. They kind of letting you know how you maybe should play them, but you could actually make the close open and the open a close. So I don't know. How y'all feel about that? Let's talk about it further in the chat, in the comments, please. Moving on to the toms. I'm not a big tom person, so whatever. As far as I'm concerned, that's a go. The level's all the way up, and you just got pitch. So this is the tom, pitch all the way to the right. That's a nice tom. And then conga rather, going back the other way. I mean, so the tom high, I like both of those, and here's the conga low. like the higher better. Low has this metal sound in there, if you can hear that. Not a big fan of that metal sound. I like the high tom doesn't have that in there. You don't hear that metal sound. See that? Not a big fan of that metal. Ooh. Ooh, with the low tom though. Ooh. If they would have put some decay on this, this could have been a kick right here. Still can be a kick, but okay, the low tom I love. I like that. The low conga, subpar, I guess. Cymbal. I feel the cymbal got an appropriate amount of decay on it. The tones are great. Look at this. Listen to this tone. That's dope. Dope cymbal right there. That's the one I like. Nice and pristine. Oh yeah. All of these dope. The cymbals is dope. Matter of fact, this could easily be your hi-hats right here. Yeah, the cymbal is dope. Reverse cymbal is nice. I actually think goes in the gimmicky lane. Kind of gimmicky, but even still, I mean, it's usable. It sounds good, and it's all about how you create with it. But the sound of it is dope. Maracas. What? Maracas? The level's all the way up. Okay, so the maracas doesn't have nothing but level, and then the tambourine has decay. That's dope. That tambourine dope. Tambourine is dope, no doubt. All right, this is the least favorite part of the show here is the zap. I mean, it's there. I'm glad it's separated by itself and not like included into the kick. This is dope. It's there if you need it. It's there when you need it. See, when you outsource this, that's the X factor, man. That right there could be ill. That's a tight sound. So however you process that, that's dope. So that is the sound layout of the DrumBrute. Now I'm not going to go into functionality per se. Plenty of videos on that. And as you see me bring videos of this DrumBrute out as I'm doing videos on it, I'm always drop little nibbles and nabbles, you know, of how I work stuff or whatever. And so any knowledge that you find, snatch it up and run with it. But that's really not what I'm here. I'm just here about the Sonic Jubilee. And this is, without a doubt, man, you tripping if you got the money, right? Yes. Hey, I like to have a Vermona, maybe, or what's the other one? I think it's called Zanbar or Tandabar or whatever. I would like to have that, but they want that money. They want that money. So this is a stepping stone, and a great stepping stone it is. This is without a doubt a dope piece. I mean, hey, this is the DrumBrute. This is JohnG TV. This hats. They just call them hats. But the way you can manipulate them. Now listening to JohnG TV.